So one of the things many individuals will ask me is, what time do you wake up in the morning? Like, holy cow, like we go on Facebook, we go on Twitter, like your posts start coming out at 3:44 in the morning. Now that's the time that I wake up, and I know that sounds crazy, and I'm not gonna make a suggestion to anybody that you have to wake up at some crazy time like me, but I wanna talk to you about the importance of process in the morning. I like to call it your prize fighter day morning. It's actually a mental training tool that's taken out of your mental toughness playbook. So in order to take you to the understanding of your morning, let me tell you what my mornings used to look like. So if you were to go back 8 or 9 years ago, let's say I had to be at the office for a meeting to sell some insurance and investments at 7:30. I lived a handful of minutes away from the office. My alarm would go off at home at 6:30. You may wonder, well, why 6:30? Well, 6:30 was the perfect time for me to be able to hit the snooze button 3 times. So the alarm goes off at 6:30, hit the snooze. By the time the 3rd button goes off, I'm like sweating. I run into the shower, I'm sweating. I get out of the shower, I'm still sweating. I'd run, I'd put my clothes on, I'm still sweating. I would run downstairs. Even though I'm high energy, I love my coffee. I would forget my coffee. I would have no time to even think about getting breakfast. And here was the worst part of all of this. My wife and I had just been married, and I wouldn't even remember saying goodbye to my wife. I'd get in the car and I would think, like, did I give her a hug? Did I give her a kiss? Did I say have a good day? Couldn't even remember the interaction because I was moving so fast. Yet I would get in the car, I wouldn't think anything of it because I'm hitting green lights and I'm gonna make it by 7:30. I'm gonna make it on time. So none of the rest matters because I'm gonna make it on time. That's a victory. So I'm hitting all the green lights and I pull into the parking spot at the office 3 minutes early. That's right, 7:27. I did it again. And I pull into the parking spot, and the next thing you know, I have a voicemail. And I think, well, I've got 3 minutes, I'll listen to my voicemail. So I listen to the voicemail, and it would be an underwriter saying, the application that you sent on such and such client, it's a permanent decline, we're gonna reverse your commissions, have a wonderful day. And I would think to myself, I was not prepared for that voicemail. And my response would not be very good, yet I'm supposed to be upstairs for a meeting. And what ended up happening was I said, I am sick and tired of choosing to do this to myself. So I took small baby steps to start waking up earlier. And I designed components of my morning that I found beneficial for me to have a positive state of mind, for me to feel prepared before I left. And it started waking up 30 minutes earlier. I didn't go from 6:30 to 3:44, I went from 6:30 to 6. And I recognized I could start doing some sit-ups and push-ups in the morning. It would release my endorphins, I would feel better, I could read the Bible a little bit. There were things that I could do that had me focused. I would connect to goals and vision and the process that I'd follow through with, all in 30 minutes. And then I looked forward and I said, well, geez, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, is 2.5 hours a week. Times by 4, that's an extra 10 hours I just stole. I just created an extra day to put myself in position to feel good about my day, to be present saying goodbye to my wife, to be totally focused and prepared when I left the day. And that's kind of how I started building this concept of your prize fighter day morning. The key word is your. So it comes down to, are there things that would benefit you in your life to prepare yourself to leave? Number one, it starts with a question. Would it help you to wake up earlier? What time? What's the new time for you to wake up? Set a new time. Doesn't have to be 6, certainly doesn't have to be 3:44. You want it to be a realistic time that you'll honor, and what would you do with that time?